What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got another very important Shiba Inu update to bring all of you this evening. So what we're going to be covering in this update video is we have to go over some of the very key pieces of news that have come out over the last couple of hours. We have Coinbase listing Shiba Inu in New York. And when we talk about crypto coins such as Shiba Inu, the supply and demand metrics are very, very important. If there are ways to increase the potential for demand to start flowing into this specific coin, that is most likely going to be a catalyst to increase the price going forward. Now, here's the really important thing that I really want to get across to you guys in this video. There is a specific chart pattern that has been forming on Shiba Inu that I have been watching over the last couple of days, and this is a very rare chart pattern. You don't see this very often, and it is called the Parabolic Arc. We are going to go over exactly what this is, but in short, if you get anything else from this video, it is a very, very bullish chart pattern. Now, here's the caveat that I want to mention along with that statement. Coins such as this are going to be incredibly volatile, and the fact that we have technical indicators is very good at determining where the price could potentially go in the future, especially based off of all of the good news that we have seen. But there is no end-all be-all indicator for trying to figure out where the price of really anything is going to go in the near future. There are always going to be outside events that could affect the price, but these technical patterns, when they show up and how rare they are, do suggest some extremely bullish price action coming in the near future. So the main takeaway from that statement right there is just be willing to put in an amount that you are willing to lose. If you are fully willing on holding Shiba Inu over the long term, then that might not really apply to you. But again, I just want everybody to exercise caution because nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. These are for educational and entertainment purposes only. So before we get into all of that information, if you enjoy the information and analysis that I provide for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. So at the current time that I'm recording, SHIB is currently trading at about 5,800. Now, when we look at this Fibonacci retracement right here, these different levels have been pretty decent at lining out the different levels of support and resistance. We've seen a couple of times where we've broken through these levels of support, but then we bounced right back up. We are consolidating a bit right here. It is forming a bit of a bull flag, and that is going to tie into this really crazy technical pattern that I really want to get across to you guys in a little bit. Now, when we come over to CoinMarketCap, we are seeing Shiba Inu just barely trading behind Dogecoin. Now, again, like we were saying in the videos last week, we are going to see these different market caps bounce up and down just due to the volatility that is inherent with investing in these types of coins. But let's get into this Parabolic Arc Pattern. So Parabolic Arc Patterns are very rare but occur in mega bull trends. These patterns form in bull markets where irrational buying in the public generates a strong rally as the prices rise almost vertically. Example, the internet boom in the 2000s, the metals boom in 2005 to 2006. Most of these parabolic arc patterns go straight up and come right back down. Other examples of this market types are the NASDAQ bullish market in 1999 to 2000. The parabolic arc is a reversal pattern that has a very predictable outcome. Although they are predictable, they are relatively difficult to trade since the market sentiment is bullish and may be relatively tough to point reversals to trade. But here is the thing. This is really a trading strategy right here, but what I want to bring your guys' attention to is look how similar this chart right here looks to where SHIB is at the current time. We've seen that massive rally up, the consolidation, that breakdown, and we've started to see a little bit of this move back up. Now, when we look at this parabolic arc trend right here, there is a lot of upside left. So this is really going to tie into a couple of other things, such as this article right here. Shiba Inu price rallied 32% as it bounced off the flag's lower trend line, hinting at a breakout. A decisive daily close above 649 will confirm the start of a 220% to 1 179. Now that is without a zero. They are taking off a zero there. Now, when we look at the chart right here, and we zoom out a little bit at this next level of resistance, we are seeing it at around that level. And if we can break above the previous all-time high, there is going to be a lot of new money flowing in, and that could push the price of this coin even higher. Now, going back to that parabolic arc theory, when you see a significant move to the upside and then you see the price start to decrease, you could see some sentiment in the overall coin, security, whatever you are trading, start to falter. That is not really what we're seeing with SHIB. We are seeing a lot of engagement out there in the video community in terms of YouTube. You are seeing a lot of people asking questions on Reddit forums, on Twitter threads. The excitement is there. Now, when we take a look at Google Trends, we are seeing that we just came off of the 100 percentile in terms of the interest in Shiba Inu. Now, Google Trends is predicting this to come back down, but again, with the price movement that we could potentially see to the upside coming in the near future, I think this would bounce right back up. But again, this is going to be a very volatile play going forward, and if you are going to completely just YOLO your basically entire net worth into this coin, I personally don't think that is a great idea, but at the same time, you can do whatever you would like with your money. Now, coming over here, this goes into those supply and demand metrics that we were talking about in the beginning of this video and in the videos last week. SHIB is now on Coinbase, and it is now available in New York. Now, I have seen projections on how much money is going to be put into SHIB over this weekend due to this listing in New York. Now, there's really no way to tell, but at the same time, we are basically on a little bit of a dip right now. Some people who were in New York may not have been able to buy. They might see this as a buying opportunity, and that could put in a lot of demand. Now, when we just think about markets in its most basic form, supply and demand rule all. If the demand is going to outweigh the supply, meaning that the buyers are willing to buy at higher prices and in higher quantity than the sellers are willing to sell at, then the price will increase. Now, coming over here, we also see this Robinhood situation starting to pick up steam. Now, there was some issues about the overall circulating supply, but I believe those have been cleared up by now, and it was really just a clerical error. But SHIB's Robinhood petition hits 500,000 signatures, becomes leading request on change.org. Now, a lot of people are calling for Robinhood to list SHIB. Now, yes, that is going to be a very good thing going forward once this does happen, because I do think that this is going to happen. But at the same time, the way that these brokerage platforms work is they're going to need to set up a really strong system in order to handle the volatility of these different cryptos. Now, Robinhood is notoriously bad at this. We saw a situation happen back when Elon Musk went on SNL with a restriction of trading Dogecoin. And for all of you returning viewers, we all know what happened with AMC, GameStop, and all of those other stocks back in January. Now, since Robinhood is now a publicly traded company, they need to make sure all of their ducks are in a row, and they can't let a situation like that where they have to restrict the buying or selling of any given security or coin really affect them, because that is going to hurt them in not only the public's eye, which they don't really have a great image in the public's eye already right now, but it is also going to hurt the value of their company, and people are not going to want to invest in a company that has those types of problems. So yes, Robinhood is most likely going to be adding SHIB, but we don't necessarily know when that is going to happen. If it does happen, that goes back to the supply and demand metrics, and that could potentially really significantly increase the price of SHIB. Now, again, we also have to think about that supply and demand metrics as a term of market manipulation. When SHIB was rallying so much, if Robinhood were to have listed SHIB right away because of all of the interest, that could be seen in a bad light by the regulators in terms of the institutions that regulate Robinhood as a brokerage, because if they are going to list a coin when it is rallying so much, that could really influence the supply and demand metrics of the market, and that is also something that they need to be worried about. But again, this is coming in the future. We just don't know when. So that is going to wrap up this update on SHIB. If you guys enjoyed the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks and cryptos, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.